Today we shall be talking about the difference between angel investor and venture capitalist. Both of them, they invest in startups. They fund the startups, provide the money to the upcoming projects. But there is a minute difference between the two. Angel investors, apart from investing their money, they do invest their time and experience in the early stage companies. Whenever an entrepreneur goes to an angel investor with the business plan in his mind, these investors, they act as angels in their life. They provide them with all the money so that they can bring the plan of business into action. These people, they are generally the retired executives or the CEOs of successful companies. They have their own expertise. They try to analyze the project, and if they find the potential, they definitely invest. The point is that they invest their own money. The money from their own pocket is invested in that particular startup. And at the same time, they have surplus funds. They are not more interested into when will this money be repaid back. They do not care how much time will it take to get their money back, and they don't expect higher rate of return on this particular amount of money which they are investing. So they have surplus funds and they find the growth potential. They find potential in the entrepreneur who has come with the business plan. That is why they invest in his project. Venture capitalists are also the investors, but they form limited partnerships to pool to invest in that particular startup project. They collect the money of so many people and then they invest in the startup stage. They fund the startup companies, and in return they also want their own equity stake in that company. They usually invest in startups that have already bring in revenue. The startup is not at the early seed stage. The startup is not at the initial stage. The startup is already in function and it has already started to get in some revenue. When they find high growth potential in that startup who's already functioning, then they come to invest in that project. So now we'll be talking about the difference one by one. Angel investors, they invest money from their own pocket. They invest their own money in the small businesses. Once they confidently find the potential in that business, they invest in it. They have extra money, that is why they invest. They find the potential in the entrepreneur, they find the ability in the entrepreneur, and then they happily invest in that business. Venture capitalists, they do not use their own money to invest in the company. They invest the money, maybe a little part of the money is going from their pocket also, but other people's money is invested. When a venture capitalist is going to invest in your project, it is not that the 100% money will be from his own pocket. No, a little share would be from his own pocket, but he pools the fund of various people to invest in your startup. So the whole money is not his own money. Okay. Now the angel investors, they analyze the plan of the business. Obviously they will hear the whole project. They will listen to what is the future planning of the entrepreneur, but they do not do deep analysis and deep research. They do not go into every nook and corner of the plan. Because they are investing their own money, they are not answerable to anybody even if the project fails. They have extra money and they feel like investing. That is why they are investing in your project. They hear the plan and decide it by themselves. If they find the project suitable enough to invest, they invest. Okay, so they do not do deep analysis, they do not do deep research. But the venture capitalists, they do more analysis as compared to the angel investors. They go in for a deep research because other people funds are being invested. It is not solely the money of the venture capitalists. So many people's funds are invested and you are answerable to them. You have to be careful when you invest other people's funds. You cannot turn a blind eye to the project that whosoever is coming to you, you will definitely invest. No, it doesn't go like this, because you are answerable to other people's funds are involved. Supposingly you have your own pen which is very precious. Say the pen is for 3000 rupees. Now you have purchased that pen with your own money and you are carrying that pen. Somehow you lost the pen. Maybe you forgot it at a party, or you went to watch a movie and there you forgot that pen. Now the pen is lost. Alas, you are sad for that, but you are not answerable to anybody, right? It was your money and that has gone waste. No problem. But on the other hand, if you had borrowed that pen from your friend, which is the pen worth is of 3,000, so you will be very careful with that pen, right? You don't want to lose the pen because you have to return that pen to the owner of the pen, to your friend. You have to return it one day, so you will be very careful. You will not be interested to lose it, or you will not be carelessly in handling that pen, right? Similarly, here own funds are involved to which the angel investor is not answerable to anybody, so he may invest in any XYZ project. But here the venture capitalists, the other people's fund are involved and you cannot be careless in handling other people's money. Therefore, deep analysis and deep research is done well before the investment takes place. Now, the angel investors, they are generally the ex-entrepreneurs, and the venture capitalists, they are the part of the firms or corporations or pension funds. They pool in the money to invest in that particular project. Next is angel investors. They are more likely to invest in such business that are just starting. Angel happily invest in the business when the business is at nascent stage, seed stage, early stage, when the business is just an idea. You know, the concept of that business is there in the mind of the entrepreneur. At that very stage, angel investors will invest the money. The entrepreneur will go to the angel investor, ask for money. Angels give the money. They actually act as true angels. And the startup comes in action because it has been funded by angel investors. But here, venture capitalists are more likely to invest in the business which is already started, which is already established. That business will be at the growth or the expansion stage. Then the venture capitalists come into action. The startup has been established, then they will assess the scope and they will analyze and deep research. They want to minimize the risk of losing the money invested. They do not want that their money should go to waste. So therefore, they are very careful people and they manage to analyze it and to talk to the entrepreneur and see that the business is already in function. Angel investors, they take more risk because they are ready to invest at the nascent stage. Business is not yet started, still they are giving you funds. They are working on the basis of estimates. The analysis is just on the basis of estimates, and their more concern is to help the entrepreneur do their own part of sacrifice for the entrepreneur. So they are ready to take more risk. But the venture capitalists, they are cautious people. They take lesser risk as compared to the angel investors. Angel investors do not expect very high returns for the money invested. They have surplus funds, so that is why they invested. And these people, the venture capitalists, they expect high return from the money invested. They want their stake also, and they also want high returns. Therefore, angel investors, they are not into coming board members and all. They are not interested. But these venture capitalists, they are interested to be a part of the board members as well. So here I come to the end of the article. I hope I have made the things very clear to you. In case you have any doubt, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to my channel. Stay safe, stay blessed.